Hare Krishna. Continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5. Lord Savdev's teachings to his 100 sons. Text 27. Mano Vachodrik Karade Hitasya. Mano Vachodrik Karade Hitasya. Saksha Kritam Me Paribahanam Hi. Saksha Kritam Me Pariharanam Hi. Vina Puman Jena Maha Vimohat. Vina Puman Jena Maha Vimohat. Kritan Tapasan Nabimoktum, he said. Kritan Tapasan Nabimoktum, he said. Mano Vachodri Karane Hitasya. Sakshad Kritam Me Paribarharam Cha. Bina Pumanjena Mahavimohat. Kritan Tapasan Navimotum, he said. Manaha, mind. Vacha, words. Drik, sight. Karana, of the senses. Iti, ihitasya, of all activities for maintenance of the body, society, friendship, and so on. Shakshad Kritam, directly offered. Me, of me. Paribharhanam, worship. He, because. Bina, without. Puman, any person. Jena, which. Mahat Vimohat, from the great illusion. Kritanta Pasat, exactly like the stringent rope of Yamaraj. Na, not. Vimoktum, to become free. Iset, becomes able. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The true activity of the sense organs, mind, sight, words, and all the knowledge gathering and working senses is to engage fully in my service. Unless his senses are thus engaged, a living entity cannot think of getting out of the great entanglement of material existence, which is exactly like Yamaraj's stringent rope. As stated in Narad Pancharatra, Sarvapadi Vinirmuktam Tatprotran Nirmalam Hrisikena Hrisikesa Sevanam Bhakti Uchyate. This is a conclusion of Bhakti. All the time, Lord Sabdev has been stressing devotional service. And how he is concluding by saying that all the senses should be engaged in the Lord's service. There are 5 senses by which we gather knowledge and 5 senses with which we work. These 10 senses and the mind should be fully engaged in the Lord's service. Without engaging them in this way, one cannot get out of the quality somewhere. That is short purport, purport. Text 27, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, entitled, "A Receptive Teachings of His 100 Sons." The true activity of the sense organs, which is the mind, the sight, words, and all the knowledge gathering and working senses, is to engage fully in my service. Yes. Unless the senses are thus engaged, a living entity cannot think of getting out of the great entanglement of material existence, which is exactly like Yamaraja's stringent rope. Yes. Goswami's teaching is that all our senses should be engaged in his service. That is the instruction. All the senses, not some of the senses, all. That's the only way we can get the senses purified. So it is recommended that our senses will never be idle at any time. They should all be engaged in doing something for Krishna. We have a lot of activities to engage the senses. There's no scarcity of services to engage the mind. A lot of services for the whole day. Lord Krishna performed so many activities. For what? These activities should be had, meditated upon constantly, and practiced. When it is fully practiced, or we are planning how to execute devotional service, we would never have time for anything else. That is a protection for devotees. Service, the protection for devotees. A devotee should never be idle at any time. It's a quality Rupa Goswami said to be a devotee in a Madhyam platform. Never waste time for anything. All the time is fully engaged. And Krishna requested also in Bhagavad Gita, Jat Karoshi, Jat Asnasi. Jat Juhoshi, Tadasi Jat. Jat Tapashasi, Kaunteya, Tamar, Mat Kurushwa, Mat Kurusha, Manarpana. Whatever we do, no one can stay without doing anything in this world. No one can stay without doing something. Either it is gross or subtle. That is the nature of the soul. The soul is active by nature. Cheta. It's conscious. That is the nature of the soul. It cannot be stopped. Even when the body is sleeping sound in the bed, the soul is actively working, engaging in the activities that they perform in other past lives. You are flying, you are a king, you are doing so many things, so many places. The soul does not sleep because it's always active by nature. So when this activity is, when the soul is engaged like this, in activities which are meant for the spirit soul, the activities which are meant for the body, material body, they give trouble. So the money advised Biasedev, my dear Biasedev, go for the best. If you want to do something, go for the best. What is the best? Devotional service. Why is that? The material activities are temporal, and the result also temporal. The spiritual activities, they are eternal. The result also eternal. So an intelligent person should not go for that which is temporal, because the soul is not temporal. The soul should go for that which is permanent. The result is permanent. Permanent. And that Muni gave example. What is the problem if you engage in Christian conscious activity and if you fall down? What is the problem? What is the problem? Because the gain is still waiting. The gain is still waiting. In the actual sense, nobody falls down. The soul doesn't fall down. Fall down means that we are being reminded of our activity, the thing we're supposed to do, which we're not doing. What they call fall down. The thing we're supposed to do, we're not doing it. So material energy will remind us, see where you belong. See where you belong. You belong here. So this intelligence, this is instruction of those who are very wise. Those who are very wise. Tattvavit, the Tattvavit, those who knows the absolute personality of Godhead. Their instructions goes to the soul, not for the body. Because if the soul is actively engaged in the activities of the soul will get disentangled from material entanglement. The process of disentanglement is to be engaged in Krishna conscious activities. This word, Sarvopadi Nirmuktam, Sarvopadi. All the upadis, all the unnecessary things, the senses and the sense object. This is a sense object. This is a sense object. And the senses is the eye. The eye, the sense of the eye sees the object, like this microphone. Right? Yeah, this is the latest one. This is what? It's not a huja. The senses, they have taste. A huja is not superior to Yes. That is the work of the senses. Yes. You see, the sense object and the senses coming together. And when the object is acquired, the sense of the mind will start to enjoy it. It may be good quality, may not be good quality, but because the sense of the mind have accepted it, become pleasurable. And then, attachment comes in. Attachment to sense object continue our material life. Because the activity will produce the result. That the result is our future. The future, the future, the future. That is how it goes. Until this activity comes in contact with the Supreme, when upadis engage in activities, because devotional service is like a fire, it will burn all the upadis and bring it to nirmala. Yes. Hrisikena, Hrisikesha. The master of the senses is accepting all the activities offered to him by our senses. The senses, our senses are in connection with the supreme senses of the Supreme Lord. Naturally, the Lord, Sevanam Bhakti Uchate. This is perfection of all activities, because it will free us from all unnecessary things. Therefore, Prabhupada said, this is a conclusion of Bhakti. This is a conclusion of Bhakti. This is a conclusion of Bhakti. What's the conclusion? That one is developing pure love, rati, for Krishna. Yes. Affection is being developed. Affection for temporal things is transferred to permanent things. This is a wise advice. Don't go for something less. You should go for the best thing. That's intelligent. That's intelligent. Because if you get the best thing, even materially, you have at least the mind tells you that you are enjoying your life better than others. The man does that. You are enjoying your life better than others. See the dress you're wearing. Same features, see my own superior. So I'm enjoying life. So that gave me a sense of happiness. So I feel, it's happiness. Displeasure that the thinking that you're enjoying the life. But very soon, the body will be aching. Right? The body will be aching. When the body is aching, you cannot enjoy again. That's the problem. So an intelligent person should not settle for anything less. Should settle for the best. So we should do devotional service. There is no activity which is better than devotional activities. There's no way senses can be engaged better than engaging in Christian conscious activities. This is the freedom. Mukta. This is the freedom. This is a liberation. That the soul gets liberated from material entanglement. Yes. The whole purpose of human life is this: to be trained how our senses can be properly engaged. The system was right there in the beginning, in a civilized age. This system of training us from the beginning was established. Now we don't have the training. This is a misfortune. We don't have the training. So our senses are misused in various ways. It is troublesome. So our senses should be engaged in Christian conscious activities. And by this, we will get freedom. The instructions of Lord Sabdev is very emphatic. He specifically said, unless his senses are thus engaged, a living entity cannot think of getting out of the great entanglement of material existence, which is exactly the Yamala's stringent rule. There's no alternative. That's what it means. There's no alternative. I can choose not to do devotional service. That chance is not given. It's not given to anybody. So there's no freedom for any person in this world. There's no freedom. If there is alternative, there is freedom. The Sabbath did not give alternative here. All the senses will engage in Christian conscious activities. No alternative. Because what is alternative? If the senses, there are no other processes which will purify the senses. No other processes. Even if the processes are even spiritual, even if the processes are spiritual, without bhakti, it is still useless. There are so many processes of self-realization, so many processes leading to Brahman and Paramatma. So many processes and so many bogus people are propounding that. But the Muni said they are all useless. One should focus only on bhakti. Anything which does not connect us with Krishna is useless. In the beginning, in the middle, at the end, it is useless. Anything which does not connect with Krishna should not be done. Otherwise, our material existence will continue. Bhuttva praliyate. We can go up to Brahmaloka, right? It's spiritual activity that yoga will take one day to heaven, to these places, yes? But one will not go back to Vaikuntha. So even if they are perfectly composed and nicely presented, they are still garbages. They say if you put wine in a new container, does it change the wine? It change the container to a new one. What is the content? It's the wine, the same thing. So all activities, even so-called spiritual activities, should not be done if they have no connection with Krishna. Shuddha Goswami say the same thing. The occupational duties designed for everyone according to our karma. Nature designed all this for us. They should not be done. If by doing them, our attraction for Krishna is not aroused, it should not be done. Only if these activities will promote our Krishna consciousness, then that activity is worth doing. And we should do it with the whole heart. This is a strong advice of ours. Tattravit is not coming from speculators. It's coming from those who are realized. And they are speaking because they have compassion for us. Therefore, all intelligent people should follow the advice of Lord Sabder, that our senses and the sense activities should be Krishna conscious. Then we'll be liberated from material existence. Hare Krishna. Yes. Is instruction sensible? Huh? Thank you. Comments? Questions? Yes, so Ishwari Devi.
Yeah, Maharaj, I have one question and very strong realization, if it's allowed to share from your words what I today understood first time. I really grasped that thought you're shown. I was thinking before, like senses, okay, our senses, some objects. I thought the living like separately. Today only I got this idea. The joining, it's like the glue, the possessing it. And then it is our choice. That's why how it works. Like either we stick to material objects, either we stick, means literally we can touch Krishna by our ears, eyes, literally we can stick. It's like, it's changing all understanding, really. Thank you so much for that. And a second point, that it's not enough to engage only one or two senses. There are all we want. Like point is that to engage all of them, then we have chance to come out. And then then my question is, out of poor knowledge, I don't know what are the five senses that for walking. I can recollect senses for getting knowledge, whatever eyesight, hearing, and everything, but I can't remember what was another five. Can you please name them?
The voice is working senses. Hand is working senses. Legs working senses. The rectum and the genitals, working senses. It's like working senses. The voice, the hand, the legs, the rectum, genital, working senses. Yes. Next question. I think yesterday you have another question. You have another question yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, yes, you can ask it now. Because if purport is short, so.
Yesterday we had evening class. We heard about how that dacoits, when they come in association with Nityananda Prabhu, but still they had the plan to catch it. So then I was thinking, what kind of disqualification happened that even when Lord Chaitanya, he was chanting holy name, it's fully powerful, and even animals were dancing and they was like giving up their nature. Why these dacoits didn't give up their plan in this spiritual powerful kirtan of Nityananda Prabhu? What happened with them?
Yes. Piety is not sufficient to make one devotee. Fortune. One becomes devotee by fortune. Guru Krishna, Prasade, Paya, Bhakti, Lata, Bija. Guru Krishna. It is a mercy that makes one a devotee, not piety. At best, when the piety is accumulated, then it becomes fortune. That is how a person will become a devotee. So yes. Yeah, question is very good. Very good. Because these things are hiding the scripture here, and they are not all the time brought out for us to see. So, and some of us also doesn't have the fortune to see them when we read. When we read, there are many things we take based on our interest and the level of our purity. The level of our purity determine our interest. Our interest is what we pick wherever we go, in every association. So, one does not become a devotee by some piety, by good fortune. His grace. But those who don't, people asked me this question last year. He has so many non-devotees working with him. They have good character more than some of us. Yes. Yes. There are many good qualities more than us, some of us. Eh? When I was working, the company was conducting interview. One of the interview, which was not written, how you enter and close the door of the office. You understand? There is a notice on our gate today. Why the notice? Because most of us open it and will not close it. But Karmis knows this, that as you open, you should close it. But the Hare Krishna devotee doesn't do that. We are transcendental. that is not the activity of a transcendentalist. A transcendentalist is very, very responsible. Very, very responsible. He never misuse anything. That is transcendence. That is, with all the degrees, you fail the test. How you enter the office and close the door. When you enter, the door was closed. But when you enter, you don't close it back. This thing affected me, my devotional, it affected me. I didn't join the temple for a long time because of this behavior of devotees in the temple. There's so many mosquitoes in the temple. You just close the door. Not even a minute. Not to open it. As if it's an offense to close it back. Mosquitoes will come and I won't sleep. The next day I will go back to the house. I will go back to my house for a week before I will come to the temple. I did this for a whole year before Krishna who tricked me. I saw so many things. I can't stay here. I will come from the house. The Krishna who captured me, he tricked me. If he didn't do that, I wouldn't have joined the temple. I would be coming from my house and practice and go. Every day, the devotees were harassing me. Stay here. I didn't answer. This is just one. There are many things you do like that. So, Madhusudana Vishnu Prabhu, he saw the behavior of his workers. So nice. So he asked me, why these people are not devotees? Huh? They should be devotees, but why I don't know? I said, Prabhu, I is piety. We need fortune to become devotees. So Krishna, Vrindavan Das said, devotees are very, very, very fortunate. He said, if you say devotee fortunate, it's an offense. This is Vrindavan Das Sakura. Devotees are very, very, very fortunate. To become a devotee is a fortune, which was caused by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada caused our fortune. become devotee. But we are not valuing this fortune. That's the problem. So, yesterday we mentioned, today I'm going to say something else. We all know the nature of ostrich. Ostrich. What does he do? Stuck the head on the small hole. The whole body is outside. And he's thinking, I'm fully protected. That is our situation. we are not fully devoted to Krishna. Not fully devoted to Krishna. We are saying so many things, but nobody is hearing. So many things we are saying. Nobody hears it. If you ask every devotee here, what is the goal of life? What's the goal of life? See, everybody knows. Even our small baby knows. Krishna Prema. Everybody knows. Is it not? But is that true? Is that true? A person who knows the goal of life is Krishna Prema will not behave the way some of us are behaving. And our practice will not be the way we are practicing now. It will be different. How did Raghunath Das Goswami practice? Haridas Thakur practice? The Goswami, how did they practice? Like this? I'm asking you, I don't know, I'm asking you. Is it like this, what we're doing? They know the goal is different. They realize it. They realize this is the goal. So we have been using the word, let us be Christian purpose driven. Huh? What do you mean? I'm in Krishna. I'm in Krishna. But what is your purpose to being a devotee? Yes, you have a purpose, but what is your purpose for being a devotee? Is it the same like Raghunath Das Goswami? Is it the same? Our purpose of being a devotee is the same? I'm asking you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used the word Drudaiva. Drudaiva means misfortune. What is our misfortune? The taste for Krishna consciousness is, in South America they say, means it is low. It's very low. It's low. Right? Their taste is very high. Yes. That is the difference. Look at our activities. They sleep in the rain. Do they complain? Today, no japa because I sleep in the rain, the Goswamis? Eh? How many of us will sleep in the rain and do japa tomorrow morning?
Get sick.
Be sick. Be sick. Little thing, just little thing. Our Krishna consciousness will push back. Keep it aside. My body. My body. He saw about Bhakti Maharaj said, what is preoccupying your mind? Your health?
Yes.
Is it not? Yes. Health issue. Money issue. Husband-wife issue. Prestige issue. Name them. This is our dictionary. Name them. Name them. Anxiety issue. What is anxiety? What all of you are saying about me. Is it not?
Management issue.
Management issue, Position issue.
Land.
Property. Yes. There was a story those days. People have renounced everything. They have renounced everything, went to the forest. They fought. They fought each other because of cowpea. Thank you. Cowpea. What is cowpea? How much is cowpea? They fought. Not carrying is sadhus. Sadhus. They fought each other. Before fighting, verbal fighting. Verbal fighting. Do they remember Bhagavatam? After many years, they said, cowpea. They are fighting each other.
Appearance issues.
Appearance. My image. That's my image. Yes? That's my image.
You remind me of the story of Ramanujacharya. In the story of Ramanujacharya, there were this couple and they were tested by the brahmacharis. And also they test the other brahmacharis and they mix all the copings and everyone was fighting. And then they test the couple and they came to steal all the garments of the wife. And she was turning around to take all the others, but so the same thing is.
Yeah, thank you. So we may be in the environment, a Christian conscious environment, does not necessarily mean we are here for Krishna Bhakti. It is in Harikesha movement. It is in Harikesha movement here in India, not far from Vrindavan. A devotee is asking his spiritual master, Gurudev, I need blessing from you. Gurudev said, yes, my duty as a guru to bless you. Gurudev, bless me, I want to go to America. You say, I want to bless you. Don't go, Godhead, please, not Godhead, please, Gurudev. America. Gurudev, please, America. Right? That's the goal of life. So what do you think is the japa of this devotee? Yeah, laughing. Right? What's the deity he's worshipping? America. Right. But he in the Magrati, where will you go? He will not come before the deities, Radha Shavashunda? He will come there. And also he will be doing, yes, puja perfectly. He was doing perfect puja. It's not perfect puja that he's doing. I was one day in the temple there and taking darshan like other devotees, listening because you're asking questions. I'm a practical person. I don't know how to put ornament my word beautiful as bhakti because I don't have bhakti. I justify myself because of Guha. Guha, you know that verse Guha said to Lord Ramachandra? Guha. You read our scriptures. What are you doing here? My dear Lord, it is a fortune that you, the student, have come to visit. Our language is very rough. We are not gentle. We are not good people. But how is it that you came to us? Not because of mercy. I will like it because it's our nature. I don't have good words, good behavior, good character. like scriptural discipline life. I don't have that. So all these verses comfort me. Yeah, this is, yes, I have a space to exist. I have a space to exist. This is Christian consciousness. There's space for everybody. So, a pujari dressing the deity very nicely, perfectly. So nice. Another devotee was telling him to give me a garland, and he refused. But he has finished dressing the deity very gorgeously and is doing arti also very nicely, worship very nicely. But another pujari was there in the altar saying, see Maharaj. So he went himself and took the garland and came and gave to me. I was seeing the whole drama. Pure devotee, is it not? Is not a pure devotee? Because I dressed the deity very nicely. Is that not purity? Fully absorbed in dressing the deity, so nice. Is not bhakti? I'm asking you. But the activity is bhakti? What is activity? What is activity? What class of devotees is that according to our scripture? Kanista. But it's a pure devotee because he has done a wonderful dressing. Is that how our bhakti is calculated? Is that how bhakti is calculated? Papa said, purity is a force, not our whimsical activities. How many times we have said, our activities alone does not qualify us as bhaktas or devotional service. These services had to be done in a certain way to make it devotional. Not everything we do here that is devotional service. Even in devotional environment, it is not everything that is devotional service. This we have been saying it for years. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki